Welcome to HATV. I'm Scott Laird. Well, almost back to school time here and just making a list. My kids have to get their books and we have to get some Hallelujah Diet friendly snacks. And it looks like my daughter is due for a vaccination. You know, being on the Hallelujah Diet, vaccinations go completely against what I believe. But what is a parent to do? I mean, the school says that if we don't get the vaccines, they're not going to let her in. So I guess we have to. Or do we? Okay, parents, newsflash. In almost every state, the schools cannot force vaccinations upon your child. Oh, they may bully you, but almost every state has exemptions. A school cannot deny your child access to education simply because you won't vaccinate. I spoke to April Renee Tunsky about this. April runs an organization called the Vaccine Information Coalition. That's vacinfo.org. She says that if you're pressured to vaccinate, make sure you educate yourself first before you give in.
So the best thing to do is go to our website and click on the Educate link and the vaccine exemption link to find out what laws in your state. In Florida, the religious exemption is the easiest way to avoid them. You just go to your local health department and say it's against your religious belief, and the school boards must accept that exemption.
Now, after you deal with the school, there may be some parents who pressure you because they think that because your kid is not vaccinated, that your kid is going to endanger their kid with some deadly disease. If you're presented with that argument, use some gentle logic with that parent and ask them why they're so concerned. After all, shouldn't the vaccine protect their child? Maybe my child should be the one that's concerned. Then again, maybe not. First of all, the diseases your child is being vaccinated for are not deadly. Second of all, vaccines have nothing to do with eradicating disease. April says it has everything to do with nutrition and proper living conditions.
But these diseases, the vaccines had nothing to do with eradicating the diseases. They declined because of better sanitation, nutrition, fresh fruits and vegetables, just exactly what Hallelujah ATV teaches, raw foods, the live foods. Those are the things that prevented these epidemics from increasing.
The timing of when a vaccine becomes available also provides a clue as to how necessary it really is. Do the research and you'll find out that by the time a vaccine comes out, that particular disease is usually on the decline by 75 to 95% or all but fizzled out. Again, not because of the vaccine, but because of proper sanitation and good nutrition. But the best reason to refuse a vaccine has nothing to do with disease. It's the fact that a vaccine puts toxins directly into your bloodstream, bypassing your body's natural filters in your respiratory system and your digestive system.
Our Creator gives us, fever, vomiting, and diarrhea to purge, whereas with the vaccinations, you're bypassing His defenses straight to the blood, injecting not only these non-deadly diseases, but also the heavy metals, the mercury, the formaldehyde, the aluminum, the antifreeze, the MSG, and on and on and on. And really the most devastating thing to me as a believer is the animal blood.
You heard right. Your child's next vaccine may include animal blood. And the viruses in that animal blood, combined with the heavy metals in the rest of the vaccination, are causing all manner of disease, politely labeled as vaccine injuries. April ought to know. Her daughter was suddenly labeled autistic shortly after receiving vaccinations. 2 years later, April says that the animal viruses in those vaccinations weakened her daughter's immune system to the point that she got mono, Epstein-Barr virus, and finally bacterial meningitis, which took her life shortly after her 4th birthday. Whether or not you choose to vaccinate, of course, is up to you. But please be smart about it. Take April's advice, educate before you vaccinate. For HATV, I'm Scott Laird.